Hey, I'm Miranda. Thanks for practicing with me. 2 quick things before you jump in with your practice. Number 1, you are your own best teacher. And the true gift of yoga comes when we get to know our own body, our own self, and what works for us and feel that freedom. So if anything that I'm teaching, any shape that we're using in a video doesn't feel right to you, hurts, just doesn't feel like what you want that day, feel free to change, modify, skip things, do your own thing. This is your body, your practice, and everything I offer is just a guideline, a starter shape, something to grow from. Second of all, can't include music here because of all that internet permission stuff, but I'm a big fan of practicing to music, so I would encourage you, if you want, to pick your own playlist to accompany your practice as you use these videos. Pick something mellow for your mellow mood, pick something hype to get your energy excited, pick the music that matches what you need. Good morning. I'm so excited to share today's practice with you. Today we are going to have a 3-part morning practice. We're going to move, we're going to meditate, and then we're going to dance. And nobody click away now if you're thinking 1 or 2 or all 3 of those things are not your thing. I'll take you through it all. It's going to be super accessible. And actually, I'm going to challenge you if you think like meditation's not my thing, even though I love to practice asana and do dancing. Or maybe you're like, okay, I can meditate, no problem, but like I am not going to dance in the morning. Well, let's take it 1 breath at a time, 1 thing at a time, and maybe challenge yourself. How can you integrate these different pieces into your morning routine? So the goal with this 3-part practice that I'm so excited to share, so excited, is we want to wake up the body with our movement. Then we're going to tune into ourselves with meditation. It'll be a guided meditation on self-compassion that I'll walk you through, welcoming yourself as you are. And then with the dancing, we're going to shake it all off. Shake off whatever we noticed in meditation and turn up our vibe so that we can have a great day and walk out into the rest of our day with just an energy about us that is electric, that is glowing. So the 3-part practice kind of takes us on a journey from wake up, go in, and then go out. This is a practice that's near and dear to my heart. I am just fully convinced that these 3 things in combination, if everybody did them every morning, they would change the world. And they can change my state anytime I practice them, even just for like a couple minutes, and I know they'll change yours. So here's how this is going to work. First, we're going to move through a yoga posture asana flow. I will take us through the sequence slowly first. And then once we've got the basics down, we're going to repeat that sequence. It's only a couple postures. With just 1 breath per movement, and I'm going to only cue them with 1 word. So the goal there is to get us out of our head and into our bodies and deactivate the part of us that wants to think and plan ahead to what's the shape that's next and what's going on over there, and just really get us moving. So we'll take us all through the postures, and then we'll move through 2 times each side with just 1 breath per movement, and I'll cue them with just a word so I'm not talking. That'll be our asana practice. Then we'll meditate, and then we'll dance. Let's get started with our yoga flow. Begin in child's pose. And sit your hips back towards your heels, palms pressing into the earth, arms long in front of you. Oh, I don't know if the video can see my hands. All 10 fingers pressing into the earth, forehead into the earth, third eye connecting to the earth below you. Then take some deep breaths here to come into your body this morning. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Rock and roll your forehead on the earth. And take any little movements that your body is calling for here. Maybe rolling the shoulders, stretching the fingers, rolling through the hips. And just giving your body the gentleness that you wish you could wake up with here. As if you were waking up a child tenderly in the morning. So soft, so nurturing, with all the care that you want, that you deserve. Because in fact, you are waking up the child of your body this morning. Couple more breaths here in child's pose. next inhale, roll up through tabletop position. Tuck the toes and push back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. In this first shape, the slow move through, let's take a moment to play here in down dog. So explore the shape, bend one knee and then the other. Shake the head, yes or no. Maybe rock up and down on the balls of the feet and the toes. And just feel your breath in this shape here. Exploring any little parts that feel creaky or stretchy after a night's sleep. And just notice how you feel in this shape. Bring your feet together to touch behind you. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square. Push the earth away through your hands, all 10 fingers. And on your inhale, see if you can lift your leg up just a little higher. Breathe in. Exhale, plant the foot to meet the left. Then lift the left leg right away. Three-legged dog, second side. Breathe in, lift the left leg. And exhale, plant the foot. Bend the knees, look between your hands. Gently walk your feet up to meet your hands. And curl up into a little ball. If this hurts your knees or you've got knee stuff, you can just come into a forward fold with the knees micro bent here. Take an easy shape. But if the ball feels okay to you, take that. The symbol here is curling in and then expanding. So you're going to breathe in, look up, and then exhale to round. Good. 2 more times. Breathe in, expand. Exhale, round, curl in. Breathe in, expand. Exhale, curl in. Everyone slowly straighten the legs, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. You can grab opposite elbows. You can take a sway through the torso. Shake the head, yes or no. Use the breath here. Don't forget to breathe. Rinse out through the spine. Using that cleansing breath, imagine anything that you're carrying just spilling out through your spine, through the crown of your head, down into the earth. Release the elbows if you've grabbed them. Bend the knees and roll slowly up the spine into standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Feel your feet on the floor. Chest open, shoulders back. Heart open, ready to receive. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step back, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1, right side. Left leg stays grounded where it is. Right foot steps back. And right foot is at about a 40-degree angle towards the front. Hips are working towards square, hip bones pointing towards the front. Arms lift up, breathe in, powerful stance. And exhale to stay. What are you a warrior for this morning? What are you walking into power with this morning? Strong legs. On your next inhale, peel open, Warrior 2. You can adjust the feet if you'd like a little bit. I usually need to walk my front foot over just a little so that my feet can be parallel here in one line, as if I was standing on a tightrope. Front foot is pointing forward, and my back foot is now at I said parallel. My back foot is at a perpendicular angle like that. And breathe. Arms are reaching in opposite directions as if something were pulling you. Really imagine, like, if somebody was pulling my hand forward that way and my hand backward that way, what would that expansion feel like through my shoulders? Arch back, peaceful warrior. Just right hand to the back leg, left hand over. Good. Come back up. Spin on the back foot. Come into high lunge. So the left leg hasn't moved. I'll just come onto the ball of my back foot. Breathe in. Come into warrior 3 and see about coming directly into it. Airplane pose. Bending into the left leg, letting the right leg fly behind you. Hands can come to the heart. They can extend out to the side, maybe back alongside of you. Anywhere that feels good. And breathe. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Stand up, Tadasana. Breathe in, reach up. Last couple poses. Exhale, sit, Utkatasana, chair pose. Booty sits back. Toes can come up, flexing off the earth. Pull the belly in, shoulders open. Reach up, sit low. Energizing, powerful stance here. Lightning bolt is another name for this shape sometimes. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Listen carefully, 2 options. You can bend the knees, plant the hands, and just step straight back to downward facing dog as we prepare to begin our flow again. Or you can step back to plank and take a vinyasa flow. High to low plank, cobra or upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. And if you're not really sure what that means still, that vinyasa business, I have a whole another video that I've made kind of debunking that because that's so ubiquitous, so you can find your version of a vinyasa flow that works for you. So definitely check that out. But for today, take one of those 2 options, just straight back to down dog or any other flow that works for you. Drop the knees, sit back, child's pose. Forehead into the earth, regrounding, use the breath. Your breath is your best tool in your practice. It always brings me back instantly to the present moment. And if you're like me, your thoughts probably tend to wander or wonder a lot when you're practicing yoga and just all the time. So for me, the breath is the quickest way back into the body. If I get distracted in a shape or I'm thinking about something else, all of a sudden, if I can just take a breath and think about sending it to a certain part of my body, it brings me right back into presence with my body. A couple more breaths in child's pose. And we'll prepare to move through that sequence now with less cueing. So we'll begin on the left side, and then we'll end out our flow with one more time each left and right, so that each side has been moved through a total of 2 times. Knowing that as ever, this is your flow. Feel free to skip things, change things, and see what it's like to just let the breath move you, let the cueing move you, get out of your head and into your body here. Beginning, 1 breath, 1 movement, 1 word cues. Child's pose. Breathe in. Flow through, downward facing dog. Right leg up. Right leg down. Left leg up. Left leg down. Bend the knees. Come to the front. Curl. Breathe in, expand. Curl. Fold. Roll up. Tadasana. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. High lunge. Warrior 3. Tadasana. Chair. Tadasana. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Flow. Downward facing dog. Child's pose, 3 breaths. Notice what your mind's doing. Bring it back to the breath and get ready to go. Breath movement, no thinking, just doing. Breathe in, downward dog. Right leg up. Left leg up. Bend the knees. Front. Curl. Expand. Fold. Tadasana. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. High lunge. Warrior 3. Tadasana. Chair. Straighten. Fold. Halfway lift. Flow. Down dog. Child's pose. Breathe. Come back to your breath. One more time each side. You've got this. Here we go. Downward facing dog. Right leg up, 3-legged dog. Left leg. Bend the knees. Travel forward. Curl. Expand. Fold. Tadasana. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. High lunge. Warrior 3. Tadasana. Chair. Fold. Halfway lift. Flow. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Go. Downward facing dog. Right leg. Left leg. Bend. Forward curl. Expand. Fold. Tadasana. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful. High lunge. Warrior 3. Step forward, Tadasana. Chair. Tadasana. Fold. Halfway lift. Plant and flow. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Come back to your breath. Notice your connection of your third eye center, your forehead to the earth. Notice what's changed or shifted in your body after this dynamic series. Does anything feel different or the same since before you started moving? Maybe yes, maybe no. What has changed in your heart rate, in your mental state? And what has stayed the same? What have you created space for in your beautiful form this morning? What are you making space for between yourselves? What are you walking into today with? And can you give yourself a little love for starting your day? Giving yourself this gift of time, of movement, of presence with yourself. Starting your day intentionally. You are the peace. You are the light. You are what you are looking for. You are the point the universe was trying to make. We'll move into our meditation portion of the practice. This will be about 5 minutes, brief and powerful. You can stay in child's pose if that feels nice to you. You can take a cross-legged seat, easy seat. You can lay down in full Shavasana. Take a shape that feels comfortable, restorative, and there's no pain, and where you can relax. And you can shut the eyes if you'd like, or just bring your gaze soft. I'm going to invite, if you'd like, for you to pair this guided meditation with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Nadi Shodhana is the Sanskrit and loosely translates to Nadi, meaning channels, energetic channels of our body, and then Shodhana, meaning purification. So it's a breath that purifies the channels of our body. What's really cool, I won't nerd out too much on this morning flow, but in addition to the energetic power of cleansing our channels, there's a neuroscience behind Nadi Shodhana and why it works. So Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the nervous system, the piece of our nervous system that's responsible for calming, rest and digest, lowering stress. Some studies have shown that Nadi Shodhana supports sustained attention, reduced stress, and it helps the hemodynamics of our brain. The alternate nostril breathing, like left nostril and then right nostril, our nostrils are actually connected to the different hemispheres of our brain. And so when we're engaging in this breath practice, we're activating the blood flow to our brain, the hemodynamics up there, and we're basically making it so that the two halves of our brain can talk to each other better and more, with more love and more energy. So that helps us move better, right? Connects the two sides of our body. It helps all the parts of our brain function better. So that's cool. So whether it's the neuroscience or the energy, you've got both here with Nadi Shodhana. And here's how it works. I'm going to take my peace fingers, like I was given a peace sign, Alanis Morissette, and put them down on my palm so that I have my thumb and my ring finger sticking up. Get a little closer. I'm going to use my thumb to close my right nostril so that I'm going to breathe in just through my left, like this. At the top of my breath, I'm going to close both nostrils using my ring finger so that I'm holding my breath. Then I'm going to release my thumb and breathe out through the other nostril. It's way more complicated to describe than it actually is to do. And now I'll breathe in through my right nostril. Close with the thumb. Open and breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close with the ring finger. Open with the thumb and breathe out. So you see how you're kind of creating a circle with your breath, alternate nostril breathing. If you'd like to try that while you're listening to me lead us through the I Welcome meditation, would be a great pairing. Or you can breathe any other way that feels supportive to you as long as it's an intentional breath. So take a moment to find your breathing rhythm, Nadi Shodhana or other. An I Welcome meditation was taught to me by my amazing teacher, Kobe Kozlowski. And it's a transformative practice, welcoming all parts of myself exactly as they are. For a lot of us, this is maybe something that we think we're doing a lot, but if we examine our inner critic, our self-talk, we're actually not. There might be a lot of places that we wish that we could welcome ourselves, but really we're sort of judging ourselves or speaking to ourselves negatively, wishing that things were different physically, mentally, emotionally. And the reason this practice is so transformative is because it asks us to look at everything with a welcoming lens, right? Every little piece of us. And then from there, from that place of complete acceptance, complete compassion, non-judgment, we can move towards more light, more power, more healing, growth, whatever it is that we're cultivating. If you work with kids or you know kids, you can think of it this way, right? No child that I work with ever changed their behavior or really ever got anywhere from me yelling at them, berating them, shaming them, right? But that's what we often do to ourselves in our head. We might, if my knee hurts, I'm going to kind of yell at that and think, I hate that, that sucks. Or maybe if I'm feeling a little depressed, I tend to judge myself for that, or yell at myself for that. Why can't you just be happy? Well, would I say that to a child? No, right? I want to welcome in what is and then move towards transformation. And everybody take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up, and a breath out, release. And first, focus your mind on the thought or the phrase, I welcome myself as I am. I welcome myself as I am. I welcome myself as I am. Beginning with the physical body, start checking in with the different parts of yourself. Noticing where there is comfort in the body, where there's creakiness. And as your mind travels to each part of your body, say to yourself, I welcome that part of the body. I welcome my shoulder. I welcome my teeth. I welcome my beating heart. I welcome my cranky lower back. I welcome my stomach. I welcome my hips. And just let it flow naturally. Try not to decide which part you're going to think next. Just let it flow. And always responding, I welcome, I welcome, I welcome. I welcome. And what is it like for you to welcome all the parts of your body? If you feel like you've run out of parts, start again. No wrong or right way to do this. Just the inquiry and what can we learn from it. I welcome. I welcome. Moving on to mental. Notice your thoughts now. And with each thought, welcome it. I welcome my planning my to-do list. I welcome my worrying. I welcome my mind that moves fast. I welcome my thought about work. I welcome my thought about the toenail polish I'm wearing. Whatever it is, welcome each thought that you have. Just open arms. I welcome. I welcome. Notice if some thoughts are easier to welcome than others. I welcome my distraction. I welcome my focus. I welcome. I welcome. I welcome. I welcome my thoughts that are kind. I welcome my critic. I welcome. I welcome the parts of me that feel clear to think about and the parts that still feel stuck. I welcome. I welcome the parts of me that I'm proud of and those that are in the shadow. I welcome. I welcome. I welcome myself as I am. And lastly, moving into the emotional. Notice how you're feeling in this moment and say, I welcome that. I welcome my fatigue. I welcome my confusion, anxiety, excitement. I welcome. Maybe you have a bunch of feelings to welcome this morning. Maybe you can just connect with one or two, and if that's the case, that's great. Just welcome those one or two over and over. I welcome, I welcome. Or maybe you don't know how you're feeling. Great, you can welcome that. I welcome that I don't really know how I feel. I welcome that. And breathe. I welcome. And now your whole self, physical, mental, emotional, all together. I welcome my whole self as I am this morning. I welcome the easy parts and the hard. I welcome my body, every single part, every joint, every hair, every skin cell, all my organs, I welcome. I welcome my thoughts, fast and slow, true and untrue, busy. I welcome them. I welcome my thoughts. I welcome my feelings, my emotions. I welcome my whole self as I am. If you've taken alternate nostril breathing, now release that and just come back to a natural, easy breath with both nostrils. And everybody take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up, and a breath out, release. If you've got the eyes shut, you can open them. Start to wake your body up from your meditative posture. You can roll the shoulders, the wrists, the ankles. Noticing what that brought up for you. And now we dance, right? We went inward, we noticed, we welcome ourselves, and now we're gonna dance with our beautiful self that we just welcomed. The reason this is such a beautiful practice, right, is we get to dance with who we are in this moment, right? We don't get to only dance when we're happy, or only dance when we're working out, or only dance when it's a party or something. We get to dance with ourselves just as we are. Fastest route I know to raise my vibe, and we're gonna do it right now. Dancing is a great time when our inner critic likes to yell at us a lot and tell us that we're doing things wrong or different. Well, guess what you can do with that inner critic? You can welcome it. Hey, come on, dance with me. Doesn't matter what your dance looks like. It doesn't matter if it's teeny weeny like this, just a finger dance, or your full body twerking, whatever you've got. With YouTube permissions and music, it's kind of weird. So I'm gonna put on a song here and dance around my room to it. You can listen to this if you can hear it, or you can put on your own song. You are in it with us for 3 minutes. This is 3 minutes to create the vibe that you want, right? You move through, you cleanse with your breath, you cleared your channels, you welcome yourself. Let's party. You're amazing. Have a great day. Light up your vibe. Take your whole self. Welcome it all. Shine it out into the world. Heck yeah, best day ever. Mwah. Thanks for practicing with me. Shine your light. Reach out with questions. You are amazing. You are the light. Go get them.